That's own your experience. It's related to that. Yes, share your experience. Okay, so we have welcome everything, assume nothing, own your experience, share your experience, and and honor self and other. So those are the 5 principles of authentic relating. You're speaking from your experience about what is happening with somebody else. And in that context, I also want to review quickly before I jump into the rules of explaining the game we're about to play, what the kind of like agreements are for our game space. Respect yourself, which means if you don't feel emotionally or physically able to participate, we would rather you take care of yourself than force anything in this space, right? So if everybody is assuming responsibility for themselves, it means we can trust one another to be more authentic and open and go a little bit further with our edges, which is the other rule, is lean into your edge. Our ability to tolerate discomfort is proportional to our ability to get close to others. So when you lean into that edge, that's when you're in some juicy, real territory, and you want to try to lean into that and stay there. The third is stay present. So we're all in a million different places at once. There's a lot going on, but notice when you're drifting away and come back into presence with your partner for the sake of deeper connection in the game. And check assumptions is the 5th one. So assuming something about someone else or noticing something that you're assuming within yourself in a situation. So I use the example about saying somebody's like, hey, you seem nervous, right? That's an assumption. And I wouldn't want to bring that to the table. Instead, I would want to try to name something that person is presenting. Like, hey, I noticed you're not making eye contact with me anymore. Or I noticed your voice changed when you said that, right? Instead of assuming that they're feeling something, name the sensation and you can check in with them. You could also say, hey, I'm sensing nervousness. Is that alive for you right now, right? Ask about their experience and turn that assumption into curiosity about your partner. So this game is actually really, really simple. It is a curiosity game, and the purpose of this game is to get curious and deeper connected to the people around us and to get better at expressing our experience and the things that are alive within us. And it's practicing presence, it's practicing vulnerability, and it's practicing connection with other. And the rules are really, really simple. We'll just go over them quickly. Whoever is A in the pair will have 5 minutes to ask partner B whatever they want. You can ask this person any question as long as it's something you were genuinely interested in knowing. It's something that's lived in you as a curiosity about this person, or it's something that's showing up in this moment that you feel like you might not normally have permission to name or ask. As long as it's something that's genuinely alive for you in the moment, ask it. Then the final part of the game, before the pair switches roles, the A's will gift to the B's some reflection about their experience of really hearing and seeing that person. So the B's have a chance.
Your questions really stimulated me to want to share more, because I could sense that like you were really interested in my history and like, you know, how my journey has gone, and this is really exciting for me to share this, because I spent a lot of years or moments when I would go home and back into like my bubble with like family and friends I had from before, and I felt like I didn't have the opportunity to share because no one was asking the questions, you know, like the curiosity wasn't there, and so I had learned to ask questions and was still doing that, but I felt like a little bit imbalanced, like, wow, there's so much richness that I want to share, how come I cannot? How come no one's asking me? And that's, I think, also what kind of brought me to want to record more content from the journeys and experiences themselves.
Currently being shared, just bring it to a close in the next few words. And now the B's are going to have a chance to share their impressions with their A's. So my first impression of you was, I felt you the most when, and what I really get about you is. So this is a chance to just reflect back to this person, the beauty that they've shared with you, the honesty that they've shared with you, and what came across in that connection.
Well, my first impression of you was, I guess when I first met you, you seemed like a very collected, driven soul. And as I've gotten to know you, I've known that that's true, and that you are very open to all these new ideas, and you're sponging it in and expressing it out with the excitement of other people, which I think is super beautiful. I felt you most when you started expressing your need for why you went traveling, and when you really started learning in this experiential way, and how it got you got more energy for that as you went along, and you would go back and realize why you went and did that in the first place, and then you would go back and travel, and you'd feel this drive. And I sense something very similar in myself, going out and crafting that knowledge and putting it into experience and connecting.
Yeah, thank you for reflecting that. I see that it's highs and lows, and travels can often intensify things so much and bring out a lot of the beauty, but it's also, how to integrate that and not just go for the highs or the most intense experience constantly, but really bring it back and integrate it in the same way with psychedelic medicines, to travel outwards, but then to really bring it back and then do the work, maybe the more mundane, daily life, how to keep passions alive and be lit up every morning. I don't travel to see many places. I travel to land and integrate and stay for months, and stay with Lake Atitlan has been a beautiful first stop.